everyone, welcome back to Cricket Compared. I'm Henry, as you probably know, and I'm here with Dom.
Hey, you brought the best guest back again.
Why do you always say that? Okay, and as you can probably tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be choosing the team for RCB. This is actually going to turn into a little series ahead of the 2021, is it Vivo IPL?
I think so. Let's check on the sponsors. Got to get the sponsors right, otherwise they might not pay us.
Just to confirm, we are not getting paid any money.
Shame.
Yeah, okay, so...
Anyway, carry on.
So I'm pretty sure it's Vivo. Well, it's definitely the Vivo auction. Anyway, so we're going to be picking, first of all, RCB. Then I think we're going to do RR. I think that's what we're going to do.
Well, I think we'll do all of them in the end,
Yeah,
won't we?
We'll do all of them. It's just order. I'm not sure which one they're on my spreadsheet. So, let's get into it.
So the idea of this then is
Dom is actually going to pick top 5.
So the idea is from their squads to pick who we think should play in their first game, right?
Yeah, obviously we don't know what the conditions will be, what ground, so therefore...
I don't think the fixtures have been announced yet, have they?
No.
As far as I know. Okay, so this is just a sort of generic, we think this is your best team. And I get to do the batsman to start with. Top 5 for RCB, and this is dead easy, really. It almost picks itself, I would say.
Yeah.
So
not entirely though, because you've got to leave me some overseas slots for the decent bowlers.
Nah, surely not. So I think obviously Padikkal, Devdutt Padikkal has to be the one of the two openers.
On our 2020, on our Dream 11 2020 IPL review, we did say he was, going to be kind of best young player.
Yeah.
One of the
an amazing season last season, didn't he?
RCB.
And
473 runs.
If you look at his stats in all T20, so not just IPL, but all T20, 33 matches, averaging 43.8.
And at a strike rate of
145.
145, 146.
That is pretty amazing. He's still young. How old is he? He is 20. My word. What a talent. He's going to be with us for the next decade.
Yeah, well, with me. I'm an RCB fan. Dom
Do you think I'm going to die?
No.
Okay, good. I'm glad you don't think that. He'll be with us in the IPL for the next decade, or maybe even more. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play this year.
Watch him develop as a player.
He's so good.
Number 1, Devdutt Padikkal.
So number 2, I think this is a slightly left field choice for me, but I think he's going to come good, and clearly RCB really rate him, and that's Josh Philippe, Australian.
Philippe.
Philippe.
That is context, just saying.
He also has a great T20 record, so 55 games, averaging 31, but at a strike rate of 139. So again, pretty good strike rate. He's hit 10 50s in that time.
Not 100 yet, though, just saying.
It's quite hard to get 100 in T20, to be fair.
Yeah, but...
His IPL career last season, not quite so good.
It was actually his first IPL.
His first IPL, only got 78 runs in 5 matches. So
No. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
That's not quite brilliant, but...
Averaging shade under 20.
Again, for a youngster, he's 23, I think. Yeah, he's 23, so time to mature. And maybe this is his season. He's had a year to settle into RCB, and now he can come good. So I'm going to back him to be a starter as well.
Number 3, I don't think there's much question about this.
Number 3,
Sachin baby.
I think Virat Kohli, clearly one of the best IPL players of all time.
What about Dhoni?
Well, I am a CSK fan, so obviously I'm going to pick Dhoni above Kohli. But Kohli has scored the most runs, almost 6,000 IPL runs now. He averages 38, good strike rate of 130. He's 32 now, so just heading towards the Some might call it the peak, some might call it the twilight of his career. Who knows?
Yeah, I think kind of the 28 to 31 is when a batsman is like most mature, like probably like physically fittest and strongest. I think maybe he's just a bit past his prime. Although interestingly, I was reading in a book about T20 cricket that like the classic anchor role, which Kohli actually plays very well in the RCB lineup. The demanded strike rate for an anchor has risen, so Kohli changed that from a strike rate of 120 in his first kind of 3 or 4 years in the IPL, maybe even a bit, maybe 5 years, and it's now hovering just below 140 in these last kind of 3-4 years. So he's raised his strike rate
picked it up,
as the game goes forward.
And I think that's an evolution of T20 cricket.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
Absolutely. It's changed massively since 2003.
I think Kohli will be desperate to win the IPL this year.
No, he'll be desperate to win it before he
retires. Yeah, so I'm not sure. It's going to be really interesting this year because there's some very strong teams, I think. So next, number 4, AB de Villiers. I mean,
talent.
he is just awesome.
What a talent.
He has scored almost 5,000 IPL runs, a high score of 133 not out in a T20. Amazing.
I remember that one. No, I remember. I didn't watch it then. I wasn't really into cricket back in, I think it was 2016. But I remember looking at scorecards of that, and I think Kohli got about 85 not out in that as well, and they ended on about 220.
I think we might have watched that on YouTube as well.
Well, no.
But his strike rate overall, 152. Wow, absolutely amazing. What a player to come in at number 4. You know, ball a few overs old.
Hopefully, like
10 or 12 overs old.
Yeah.
And he can get a nice rapid fire 70 or so.
I think that was highlighted against KKR in the last IPL when he came in. I actually remember this. I was a bit late home from school and I'd set it to record and I had to watch it like on like 1 speed faster because it was I was home quite late, and I just watched it a little bit quicker, and it just the power that he sent through the ball. I think he ended up on about 70 not out of 30 balls, and I think RCB ended on about 210.
So
that was a game where Andre Russell got injured.
Next, number 5, their big marquee signing, or one of their 2 big marquee signings.
Oh gosh, I watched this live on the IPL auction. Glenn Maxwell. I watched it live and I was just like,
there was a bit of a bidding war, wasn't there?
Yeah, every time CSK raised their paddle, I was just raise it.
So are you pleased Glenn Maxwell's gone to RCB then?
Definitely. Although, you know, RCB don't have such a great record of win rate of about 45%, and in that same T20 book that they would talk about, whatever it was, the anchor needing to raise their strike rate, one of the reasons that they gave for RCB not doing so well is that kind of splurge of cash on the big overseas names, and unfortunately, watching the auction, they've actually done that a bit, and it's actually a bit noticeable.
But they have got a great core of Indian talent, haven't they, as well?
Not really, though.
Oh, I don't know. I think
not as much as CSK.
You're gonna introduce me to the Indian talent playing lower down the order, the bowlers, etc.
Oh yeah.
So Maxwell, IPL strike rate 154, T20 overall strike rate 151. He's clearly a talent and good for those last few overs, I think.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see him partner with AB de Villiers towards the back end of the innings. I think that would be crazy to watch because Maxwell is a lot stronger against spin bowling, and you know AB is strong against everything, but slightly more pace bowling, has a slight higher average and slight higher strike rate, but only like 1 or 2 runs.
So that's my top 5. I'm afraid, Henry, I've stolen 3 overseas slots, so you've only got 1 more to play with, and I think I know who that's going to.
Yeah.
So go on, tell us who's gonna play number 6.
So number 6, I'm actually gonna put Azradin.
Mohamed Azradin.
Yeah, so he was a new signing at the auction. Interestingly, though, if potentially what could happen is Azradin could open with Padikal, and he could put Dan Christian, who's a very good finisher,
But
at number 6.
But hold on, we have to.
I'm going with what you went on. But yeah, so Mohamed Azradin, he's got decent T20 record.
Has he played in the IPL before? I don't think he has he?
No, he hasn't. This is his first season. But, across only like 24 games, he's already scored 100. He's averaging 22, which is actually quite good
for someone coming in low down the order.
Yeah. And is a decent strike rate of 142. So, yeah, he's going at number 6.
So they're actually going to have 3 wicket keepers playing.
Yeah, but
have they got enough bowlers?
Yeah.
Should have. Okay, go on.
Definitely.
Who do you fancy at number 7?
Well, who else could it be but Washington Sundar?
We love a bit of washy-washy.
Okay, I might cut that. But yeah, he's probably the best power play bowler there is. The best power play spinner there is in the RCB lineup. Maybe even top 5 in the IPL.
Let's have a look at his bowling then.
36 matches, 24 wickets, with an economy of just 6.87.
That is pretty impressive. 6.87 economy
and
rate.
And best of 3 for 16.
Can he bat? That's the question.
He took a bit.
He averages 6.7.
That's T20 internationals.
Sorry.
He averages
15.5 in the IPL.
Which is actually, if he comes in after 18 overs, that's a bit handy. Strike rate of 125,
Not too bad. Not too bad. But I agree, he's a great bowler. He didn't have such a great time against England in the recent Test series.
No, he did hit 85 though.
That's true. Showed that he could bat. Okay, so that's 6 and 7 done. Azradin, Sundar.
8. I'm gonna have to. This is actually a tight call, even though it's kind of obvious. But I'm gonna have to go with Jameson.
Jameson, another marquee signing.
RCB's highest sign at the auction. Gone for 1.6 million British pounds, or I think is that 60. I don't know. I'm not even going to try and put it in Indian currency. I'm not good with Indian currency. This is actually going to be his first IPL. He's actually very good with the bat. He can hit it places.
So in T20, he averages 27 with the bat at a strike rate of 137.
So I'm actually considering whether
you might move him up the order.
Last over, RCB might send him in ahead of Washington Sundar.
And then his bowling?
Yeah, he's a very good bowler. Lots of promise. A really good signing for RCB. Although potentially like a splurge of money on a very good player on an overseas signing.
Slightly unproven.
Unproportional.
The
money they spent is a bit unproportional potentially.
He's over 2 meters tall, so
he's very tall.
He can really get a bit of bounce even from those dead wickets.
Decent bouncer.
But his economy rate's not that great, is it? 8.2.
I'm hoping that'll be a lot better.
Okay. So, Jameson, that's your last overseas player. I was right. That's who I thought it was going to be.
Number 9. Well,
we've got 3 more bowlers.
Saini.
Oh, yes.
Navdeep Saini. I think he's quite young. We're just looking at.
He's 28, so not that young.
Kind of in the start of his prime. He's a good bowler. I think he's one of the best. So Dom has just got up this photo.
He's got a 6-pack. It has to be said.
A shirt on, and he's very muscly.
On Google, he likes having his shirt off. It looks like. Okay, back to the IPL stats, bowling stats.
26 games, 17 wickets.
Average, economy rate 8.28.
You know, stats don't really show what like a good bowler I think of him as, but I think he'll develop.
So him and Jameson opening the bowling, or would you put Sundar opening?
Sundar and maybe Sundar and Jameson. So the one thing that Google doesn't show us is where they generally bowl.
Yeah, where in the innings. Okay, so tell us then. We got two more slots left, 2 more bowlers.
Yeah, so that I have to go with Siraj and obviously Yuzi Chahal.
Which order? Who shall we do first?
Well, Mohammed Siraj.
Siraj at 10.
Yeah, Siraj at 10. I think they both could bat number 11 pretty damn easily.
They're both as bad as each other with the bat.
Yep.
But are they as good as each other with the ball?
No. Chahal is better.
So that's really interesting. You've got 3 fast bowlers.
3 seamers, 2 spinners. Yeah, that's fine. Well, potentially Maxwell is the 3rd spinner, but not
slightly
really.
Dodgy spinner. Okay.
So Maxwell
Siraj
actually opened in the power play for Kings 11. Punjab.
So tell us more about Siraj then.
Yeah, so Siraj, I think, only showed kind of flashes of his potential and promise. The most prominent of that being his incredible, I think it was like 3 for 2 or something against KKR. Not the game where AB hit 70 not out, but the game where they were bowled out for 81, and yeah, I watched that live actually. It was a really nice game.
Okay.
It was fun to watch.
So he's got an economy rate in IPL of 9.
Oh, but
just over 9. But he has taken a decent amount of wickets, 39 wickets in 35 games. So
35 innings bowled. And 3 IPL maidens.
Yep. Always valuable. You know what they say, dot ball's a hot ball.
Do they?
That's what you keep saying.
Oh, well, fair enough.
And then Chahal at number 11. So I do really enjoy watching him bowl. I have to say, I don't really enjoy watching him bat.
He's RCB's kind of frontline bowler, maybe taken over by Jameson. He's the real kind of icon spinner that RCB have. He's, I would maybe say, our best bowler. 99 games.
Yeah.
120 wickets.
Yeah.
An economy of 7 2/3.
Yeah.
Decent average.
I would just like to point out his high score on batting is 4 not out. Quite impressive.
I reckon that boundary was all along the ground through the offside.
He averages
just nicked.
averages 3.7.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And a strike rate of 43. Yeah,
so
I don't think he's going to be hitting 6 to win off the last ball.
He's not there for his batting skills, is he?
No.
But yeah, amazing bowler. Love watching him bowl. Great fun to see that. So, shall we just quickly rattle down our Dream 11 for the RCB Vivo IPL 2021?
Yeah, okay,
So we have openers, Padikkal and Philippe. Number 3, Kohli. Number 4, De Villiers. Number 5, Maxwell.
That's me, sorry. Number 6.
You're not Maxwell.
Mohammed Azradin.
Nice.
Number 7 is Kyle Jameson. I've actually swapped them around.
Oh.
Number 8, Washington Sundar. Number 9, Navdeep Saini. 10 or 11, 10, Mohammed Siraj. He scored more than 4 once. And
so, I think that probably rounds up what we're going to say about RCB.
Yeah, so maybe next weekend we'll do another podcast, maybe 2. Because we've got to make up a couple of teams. Well, not make up teams, but like make up ground. Because
we're
going to
make up grounds where they play, are we?
No, because there's like not 8 weeks till the IPL.
Okay.
Less.
What you're saying is we need to get our skates on and record some more of these podcasts during the next week. So what should people do if they enjoyed this podcast, Henry?
Oh, it's been so long since I've said it. I haven't posted for one actually. Okay, smash the like button down below. Try not to break your device. and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, because it means so much. And if you didn't enjoy the video, then subscribe anyway. Thank you for watching.
See you next time.
Bye.